Hello, body odor sufferers. Quick topic here. I haven't created a topic in a long time. Topic is, where would your life be if you didn't have this condition, this weird body odor condition? Now, I think this topic is more specifically for people who had it for a number of years as opposed to having it for 3 years or less, because, I don't think their lives dramatically changed for the worse. I mean, it probably did change. It probably took a wrong turn. But for people who had it for like 10 years or 20 years or higher than that, their lives completely reared off the wrong path. They were probably going in a certain direction and it completely reared off. Reared off? Is that a word? I think I'm making up words right now. But going in a different direction because this condition completely hindered them from success. For me, I had it like for 15 years, and I had it when I was 14. That's starting in high school. So for me, like, I have to think back in high school, I got to think back in college, and I have to think back to now. So I'm 29 right now. I was 14 when it happened. And honestly, when I was 14, I wasn't a talkative person, and I'm still not a talkative person. I'm not an outgoing person like that. I didn't really have friends, and I didn't have friends at all in high school. That's not true. I had one friend, but he was like retarded. He had like some type of mental disability, and I don't know if I want to get into that, but he was always like persistent in trying to have a conversation with me to the point that I just gave in and became his friend. But I feel like if I didn't have this condition, I'll be getting some booty. I don't know if I should say that. I don't know if I should even record this. But like, honestly, because I feel like in high school, there was a number of women who were interested in me, but their friends were like, oh, he smells like shit. He smells like ass. I can't believe you like him, or something like that. There was like this one teacher that kept seeing looking at me. There was like, I don't know if I think that should be a story in itself. Like, there was this one black woman teacher always like looking at me, and not like on some, this guy looks weird, but like gazing at me, flipping her hair and gazing at me at a distance. And sometimes I catch her on the side of my eye. So I think like in college, in high school, I feel like I would have more friends. I feel like I would probably possibly have a girlfriend or something and be normal, right? Just have a normal high school life. And going into college, I went to FAMU between like 2009 to 2011. I feel like I would probably pursue, if I was in college, I would definitely pursue being a computer engineer because I was so interested in learning C++ because I wanted to learn how to create video games, right? That was the main driver that made me want to learn how to code, is to create video games, because I thought video games were so cool and I wanted to create even as a person in middle school, I was thinking to myself, oh, it would be so cool if I created a video game, and I just created video games like Final Fantasy or whatever. So in college, I initially actually tried to become a computer engineer, but it was just too hard. And it was too hard because of the math. And that's another thing. If I didn't have this condition, I'd probably be better. I would probably get way better grades in math because I'll be able to get assistance from. I'll probably get assistance from a lot of these math like tutoring places. There was like this math hall, and there was like tutors there. And since I wouldn't be so afraid or ashamed to walk up to them and ask how to do it, because I was persistent in trying to learn, I wanted to get this thing down. I wanted to really learn how to do calculus and calculus 2 and all this other type of crap and physics and stuff. But, learning it by yourself was just so hard for me, especially since I had ADD and I had to worry about, smelling bad, and I had to worry about like, I had to worry about just going out in public. It was just too much for me. But learning how to do C++, and I remember getting like pretty good grades in it. I was like, I really want to switch to computer engineering, from mechanical or electrical engineering to computer engineering, because this is where you do programming stuff and this stuff is fun. But I wasn't able to do that shit because of this condition. I mean, it was such a heavy toll on me mentally, to the point that I just quit. I just quit the school because after I went there for 2 years, and after the second year, The first year, people didn't know anything about you. You're fresh face. Nobody knows anything about you. So, okay, maybe you have like certain instances where you walk past people or, you're just around people and then people start to pick up, wow, this guy, whenever I'm around this guy, he smells like shit. And then it just eventually clicks. He always smells like shit. And then the word slowly comes out, starts to go out, and it goes through all the different, because I was in a dorm room, so maybe it contained itself in a dorm room, but then it slowly started to spread into other dorm rooms, into women dorm rooms, into women started to realize, okay, this guy smells like shit. So now, like in the first year, like I would say like half the people within the campus knows your face because they already told them that he smells like shit. But now in the second year, you think that it's going to be better? No, like in the first week, people will say, oh yeah, I remember that guy. He's a shitty, smelly guy. So then they start informing the new people. And then within half the year, now everybody knows that you smell like shit. And it was bad. But if I didn't have that, I wouldn't have to worry about that. And I would probably go to so many goddamn events. I'd probably go to so many. I wanted to go to more football events, but I couldn't. And it was just so terrible. But if I fast forward to now, like, I probably graduated from that school with computer engineering because I was so focused on learning C++. And then I feel like I think I will have a better career. I think I will be in a better place at 29. I think I will have a career at the age of 29. Do something in C++ or even something in web development because I'm focusing on web development now. But I would be successful. I have my own place right now. I probably have a girlfriend from the college, and we'll just like maybe not build a family, maybe because, typical age at 29, people start thinking about, serious relationships. But I will have all those things. But with this condition, I wasn't able to grab all that at all. Everything just started to fall apart. And the worst thing is like when you try to tell your family about it, they don't believe you, and they believe that you're just making excuses. I remember my mother telling me, I remember overhearing my mother have a conversation with my grandmother, talking about how she felt like I was just saying that because I'm just scared to be around people or some shit. Like she made some stupid shit up. Like she said something to that effect, like, oh yeah, I think he's just saying that because he just doesn't want to be around people. And that sort of, I don't say it hurt. Yeah, it did hurt. It made me, I guess it hurt because it made me feel like she didn't even believe me. She really thinks that I'm just trying to make up excuses as to why I don't want to be out in public. And that shit made me not trust my mother. Like, it made me not, I don't know. It made me dislike her a little bit. I'm just going to be honest if you want me to be completely honest about it. So, but I do feel like, if I didn't have this condition, I'd probably be in a better state right now. And I remember seeing something on the Meebo boards where they were talking about goals and aspirations. And honestly, my goals and aspirations, I want to create a video game. I want to be like an indie developer, because there's like indie developers like they make like, they're just a one-man team and they make these small games, but at the same time, I don't think I'm going to be popular. I don't want to try to be popular, but it's like a bucket list, a thing I want to do before I die. I want to make just a small video game and put it out. Put it out on Steam, maybe put it out on Switch, I don't know. Or put it on whatever new console that comes out when I eventually figure out how to create video games. So I think if I didn't have this thing, I would already be on my way to learning how to do game development and maybe have like a prototype. But now, at the age of 29, like I'm just still struggling to find struggling to find a working class job, minimum wage job, because I really need money right now. And at the same time, when I go to interviews, I just went to an interview with a security job, and I told her straight up, I have T-Mal, and I could tell that sometimes you could tell when people smell you, because like when I had to leave, she distanced herself while I was walking away, because that's sort of like an indicator that she doesn't want to smell me. She's just gonna walk slower as I walk, so she doesn't have to smell me all, as I walk away. I start to realize that, but I didn't want to make it too long. I just want to pose a question. Where would you be if you didn't have this odor condition? And I guess I'm specifically talking to people who have it for a significant number of years, like 10 years or plus. Anyways, end it right now.